Good morning, everybody. Wherever you are watching this, go ahead and share this with somebody that you love. Share this with someone that you know is dealing with loss, whether it is loss by death or loss by breakup of a relationship. If you know anybody who has been missing somebody, I want you to go ahead and share this video with them because this is going to be something that they need in their life. So go ahead and do them that favor. I promise you, they're going to thank you for this because today we are going to talk about how to stop missing someone. I'm doing all my technical schmechnical stuff, y'all. Okay. And we're in there like swimwear. All right, y'all. Give me one last sip of tea before we get started. Let's all take a breath together. Do it 2 more times. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Lovebugs. It is your favorite motivator's favorite motivator, Mimi the Motivator, and this is the Get High on Motivation Show. So welcome back, Lovebugs. And if you're wondering why I'm calling you a Lovebug, that means it must be your first time. So go ahead and hit whatever button you need to hit so that way you can be with me every single week, because every single week I am back here to pour into you, to serve you, to do what it is that I can do to make your life better, to equip you, to empower you, all that good stuff. Because everyone who listens to this show, we're all on this mission to make our lives 1% better in one area of life every single day. You know, that's not a whole lot. We just trying to make baby steps out here. That's all we need to do is make baby steps, make baby steps. So today we are going to be talking about how to stop missing someone, whether this person is out of your life because y'all broke up, because they have passed away, or maybe y'all just in a rocky situation, whether it's a friendship, a family ship. It doesn't matter. So what I want everybody to do right now is to go ahead and share this with someone if you know somebody that's been missing someone, because we're going to talk about that. But as always, we are going to start with our food for thought, and then we will end with our question from someone. So if you're wondering, where do these questions come from? How do I get them? How do you get them to me? Well, wherever you are connected to me, you can send it to me. You can send me a personal message. You can go to mimithemotivator.com and get it there. Drop it in a comment box if you're not too ashamed. But if not, send me a private message and we will get your question answered on one of these upcoming shows. So let's dive right on in. So today, very simple statement. Things are seldom what they seem. W.S. Gilbert. Things are seldom what they seem. Now, how true is that? You know, I am a big fan of the Four Agreements. If you do not know what the Four Agreements is, I typically have it somewhere in reach and distance, but I don't see it right now because me and my clients work from this book. The Four Agreements is a absolute must read. It don't just listen to it. You can go ahead and start listening to it, but go ahead and hop on Amazon or somewhere and order the Four Agreements. One of the agreements in there is to not assume anything. And that's really big because when we assume, they say we make an ass out of you and me, right? Boop. But things are seldom what they seem. They're not really what they look like on surface level. Even when somebody is upset with you, what they acting like they upset about is not really what they're upset about. And you might want to do a little investigating to see what they're really upset about, what they're really going on, what's really going on. Because what a person complains about is never it. I promise you. I promise you it's something beyond that. It's something deeper than that. And make it your business to find out. So that way you can really maybe come up with a solution, because that's why they're complaining. That's why they're whining or crying to you. It's because they are looking for a solution, and you just might be the person to provide their solution. But just know that things are never what they seem, especially in this world of social media. You get on social media and you see people just living it up, living the life, and then in real life their life is messed up. Then you have some other people that on social media that you don't see them doing all this stuff, but in real life they live in life. Where are you on that spectrum? What kind of image and illusion are you putting out there? What are people subscribing to about you? That's what I want to know. What are they subscribing to about you? You know, what are you making assumptions about? Who are you making assumptions about? Because things aren't what they seem. They're very seldom what they seem. So what do things seem like? You have to know what go ahead and check it out. What are things looking like to you? What is it that you're making an assumption about? What is it that maybe you can shift your perspective of? What is it that you maybe need to do some further investigation of? That's what I want to know. Because in the four agreements, it says not to assume anything, because sometimes we're operating off of these assumptions. We're operating off of what we think somebody is thinking. We're operating off of how someone may respond to what we're saying or respond to what we may have to do. Things are seldom what they seem. I want you to repeat that to yourself. Things are seldom what they seem. We have to dig deeper in everything that's going on. We have to. You know, the Four Agreements is one of the biggest teachers. So get it in your life. Get it in your life right here, right now. So that way you can start looking more inside yourself, reflecting more of what it is that you're really upset about. What do you have going on the surface level, and what's beneath that? And then when you're dealing with the people that you love, you can start going deeper. Even, I just really want to encourage you all not to just believe what you see. Believe what I think there's an old saying that says, believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. That supports this, because things are seldom what they seem. Even when it comes to making investments. It's a lot of stuff going out there. There's a lot of fluff out there about what to do with your money. Invest here, invest there, invest in me, but do your homework, because things are seldom what they seem. Even if you're thinking about hiring a coach, if you're thinking about hiring me, things are seldom what they seem. So I might come off all happy and cheery and smiley and stuff, but you better ask my clients. I'm not always happy and cheery. I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty, because I desire results. I desire to see my clients produce results. I like to hear my listeners producing results. I love when I get messages from someone who are letting me know, how things are changing for them since they've started listening to the show. I love the people who let me know, I'm listening to your show every day. It's a lot of them out there. There's over 150 shows, 150 episodes. I've been doing this for almost 3 years, so there's something out there for you. I bet no matter what you got going on in your life, there's an episode for you. But what I want to remind you, and I want you to remind yourself for the remainder of today, and maybe this will help us be 1% better, is that things are seldom what they seem. So let's dig a little deeper, all right? And let's get into our conversation about how to stop missing someone. Now, I never really thought of this question until yesterday. I was working with one of my clients, and that's what she asked. And I was like, man, that's such a good question. I said, I got to talk to my love bugs about this. How do you stop missing someone? I think with Father's Day going by, that made, a lot of people dip into their feelings, whether their father has gone away, whether their father is still present, whether it's a baby daddy, or whatever they may be. It brought up a lot of emotions for a lot of people, and people are missing folks. But like I said, we could be missing someone because they have moved away, and they're no longer down the street, so we can just go over their house and chill, because maybe something in their life has elevated them and moved them to a different place. Maybe this person has passed away. There's a multitude of reasons why we can miss someone. It might just be our child, and we just love them so much that we miss them when we are away from them. But how do we stop missing someone? So first and foremost, the thing that I have to say is that it's okay. Tell yourself it's okay. It's okay to miss someone. That means that person had some type of impact on your life. And even if things may have ended badly, they still had some type of positive impact on your life that is sticking with you and that is allowing you to miss them or yearn for them possibly. How do we stop missing them? We probably don't. So be okay with that. Accept the fact that you may not stop missing someone. There are people in my life that I don't think I'll ever stop missing. And that's okay because I'll never stop loving them. And missing someone is typically tied to loving them. It's typically tied to a very deep desire and concern and care for this person. It's okay to miss somebody. It's okay even if this person has treated you bad, and it's okay to miss them, whether they were parent, friend, boo, business partner. It doesn't matter. You know, sometimes we miss somebody just because things have changed in their life and they're very busy and they're not available for us like they used to be and how we expect them to be. It's okay. So step one is accept the fact that it is okay to miss someone. Step two, accept that they are no longer around. Accept that they're no longer a part of your life. Acceptance can take us so far. It is our resistance to accepting what is going on in the present moment or in the present situation that is causing us the grief. It's not our thoughts about the person. It's our holding on to the past. Living in the past creates depression. Living in the future creates anxiety. So decide where you want to live. And if you want to live with peace, then you got to be in the present, which definitely leads me to step three a little faster than I was ready for. But you have to be present. So what does being present mean? You hear that all the time. And if you're not familiar with this old mindful talk, you don't know what being present really means. Being present means fully being aware of where you are, what you're doing, who's there, what's happening, the sounds, the smells, really tuning into all of your senses in the present moment. See, when we're sitting there going over memories from the past that really don't even serve us more than likely, in that moment, we are not being present. In that moment, we are being in the past. So where are you? Are you being in the past? Are you being in the present? Or are you somewhere off in the future trying to figure out how things are going to work out? Or if things are going to go this way or maybe not work out at all? Be present. If you're trying to figure out how is life going to be without this person there, don't worry about it. You'll cross that bridge when you get there. But if you're present, then that means you are fully immersed in what you are doing. So that means if you are taking a shower, take the shower. Focus on the water and cleaning your body and making sure that you're getting all the body parts. Have you ever taken a shower and not sure if you got your whole body or not? Have you ever taken a shower and not even sure, have I used the soap yet? Because you were somewhere else while you were in the shower? You off in la la land? You off in the past or somewhere off into the future? Being present can save us so much headache and heartache. It is not being present that is causing all the dis-ease. Not being present creates disease in your body because it creates dis-ease in your mind, and your body just follows what the mind says. So if we feel like we are missing something or missing a part of us because this person is no longer present, you are fooling yourself and you are fooling your body. You are healed, whole, and complete. That means whether this person is absent or present, or never ever going to be able to be present in your life again, that doesn't mean anything. You are still whole without that person. What you can do is take with you the great impact that they had. That's allowing you to miss them. That's spurring up this type of emotion in you. Make a gratitude list, especially if missing this person is causing negative emotion within you. If it's causing you to cry boo-hoo tears and not the healthy kind of boo-hoo tears. I don't know if there's unhealthy tears or not. I think if you cry too much, like if you just stay there and wallow until you're like drowning in tears, that's maybe unhealthy. But it is definitely healthy to cry. It is definitely healthy to release. And that was takes us back to step one of accepting that we're missing the person, accepting the feeling and the emotion that we're having. Don't avoid the emotion. That is what's unhealthy. When we avoid emotion, it doesn't go away. It just finds somewhere in our body to trap itself and to start festering and growing. So it can manifest as pain in our body. It can manifest as traumatic experience because something happens and it triggers us. We become triggered. We literally need to walk around with a label on our forehead that says content, under pressure, warning, may burst at any time, may pop off at any time. Accept what's going on in the present moment. Accept who is in your present moment. So whoever may not be there anymore, it's okay. There are people who are still here. Who is still in your life? Who is still present? And if there is something about that person that you miss, think about the attributes of that so that way you can attract someone from over here with those same attributes. We don't have to get our needs met by just one person. And if there was some type of need you felt like that person was meeting in your life, whether it was guidance, whether it was counsel, it doesn't matter what it was. Someone else can fulfill that same void. The person who can fill that void the best is your highest self. You can call your highest self God, Allah, source energy, universe, infinite intelligence, my highest self. It doesn't matter. Call it what you want. But that is the real void that can be filled in a way that no one else can feel. You can fill that void. So for those of you who just maybe gone up through a breakup and you're missing this person because you spent so much time with them and you did everything with this person. Well, now it's time for you to do some things with yourself. It's time for you to get dressed up, dolled up, suited and booted, and take yourself out. Take yourself out on a date. Watch the energy that you carry when you put the work into self just for self and not for someone else. Watch the attention, the compliments, and make sure that you absorb and be thankful for all those compliments because those compliments are forms of abundance. You know, what I told my client yesterday is that, it's a little inappropriate for someone to walk up you and start just making it rain on you. So what they do is they give you compliments. And giving you compliments is the way that people can make it rain on you. So let people make it rain on you in compliments. Take all them compliments. Take all that rain. Take all that abundance. Accept it. Okay? You got this. I know you got this. I know y'all got this. So let's review our steps of how to stop missing someone. So that way we know we got it. So step one, we are going to accept the fact that it is okay to miss someone. It is okay. So don't let your friends, don't let your cousin and them try to convince you, girl, you need to stop missing him. Don't allow your homeboys to say anything of the sort. If someone has passed away in your life, people are going to say, oh, well, they're in a better place. You're going to make it all right without them. You know all this. But don't get offended. Just know that sometimes people don't know what to say when you are going through loss. When you're going through mourning, the loss of someone or the loss of whatever it might be, a relationship, a business partnership. People don't know what to say. So don't expect them to know what to say. And know that they're doing their best to support you. So step two, accept that the person is no longer a part of your life. Accept that part. And allow yourself to be open to someone else feeling some of that same need, some of that same whatever it was. Even if that person was your fun person. There's another fun person out there for you. There's another person out there who is ready to be your person. Even if it was a father figure, it is another person out there ready to be your father figure. Please believe you will never be alone unless you allow yourself to be alone. And then our last step, step 3, be present. Be present in whatever it is that you're doing. Anytime you feel that emotion stirring up, or those negative thoughts, possibly fear-based thoughts and not love-based thoughts about someone who is no longer in your life, you bring yourself back to present. You literally ask yourself out loud, what am I doing right now? And you answer yourself. If you're driving down the street, well, I'm driving down the street right now. And you focus with all your heart what you doing in that moment. So if you are driving down the street, you drive down the street. So step 1, accept the fact that it's okay to miss someone. And we sure appreciate Miss Kim for this right here. Accept number 2, accept that the person is no longer in your life. And then step 3, be present. So we have a letter. Let's not run out of time. All right. So again, if you are wondering how do you get your questions in, send them to me wherever we are connected. If not, just go to mimithemotivator.com. That's 2 I's, not 2 E's. Because it's not about me, it's about you. It's about the great I, the I am. If y'all let me go all day, you know I will. So it says, Dear Mimi, my girlfriend's sister is relocating to our city in a few months. No big deal, right? Right. Except she has already started moving in on our lives. She has already started talking about going to the gym with us. That's our time together. Plus, I don't even think she's into health like that. That's just one of the things that she's already invited herself to be a part of. This is already stressing me out. I know it's got to be stressing my girl out too. Do you have any suggestions? Well, except that sister is coming. Except that sister is going to be a part of your life and be present. We're going to rewind, undo what we just did in a sense. But no, honestly, it's about boundaries. We have to have boundaries in life. We have to have boundaries when we're in relationships. And when we are in relationship with someone, we have to determine what are going to be our boundaries with our friends and with our family within our relationship or within our household if you all live together. The other thing is find the space where sister can be involved, where you are okay with her being involved. And definitely, and I'm sorry, this is the hard part, you're just going to have to let sister know. Listen, we have our lives set up a certain type of way, and we do things a certain type of way on certain days and times. And while we are excited about you moving here and being a part of our family, understand that you will not be able to be a part of everything that we do. I think that's a very simple thing to say. That might be a little hard to say. But you find your words, you find your version, and you let sister know what the boundaries are. But most importantly, first, start with the conversation with your other half. Have a conversation with her about where does she see sister fitting into her life and into you all's lives collectively. See where she's okay, so that way you all can come to the determinations together. Now, don't go in there making no demands and commands, but go in there with the idea of compromise. Go in with the idea of supporting your lady even in this, especially if she's stressed out about it, because I'm sure she loves her sister, and I'm sure that she is really looking forward to spending time with her. At least I'm hoping so. But most importantly, it is about how you all are going to allow this to affect you all's life. How are you going to allow her to affect your household? How are you going to allow her to affect your time, your energy, your finances, whatever? Because that is totally up to you. Now, people can come into our lives and run amok, but that is up to us. It is what we are allowing. No one is just doing stuff in our life by happenstance. People are only doing what we allow. So what are you allowing into your life? What are you allowing people to do in your life? Do you already have trouble with boundaries currently? Because if you do, then here is your opportunity to flex your boundary muscles and learn and grow them. Here is your time to learn how to have crucial conversations. There's an episode for that, find it. If not, look up Crucial Conversations. I have not personally read the book, but I have read the results on the people who have read it. And it is a necessary skill to have, having tough conversations. Because there's no way that we're going to get through life without having tough conversations. It's just a part of life. It's a part of being an adult. Unless you want to run around being a grown child who does not approach things head on, who does not have conversations, who allows the elephant in the room to just sit there and eat peanuts and get bigger. Get the elephant out the room as soon as possible. And how we do that is by having clear communication. Don't go up with your guns up. If anything, go in with your pencil and your paper and write some things down so that way you know the things that you want to cover. Because sometimes when we're having tough conversations, we get nervous and our emotions get involved, and whether we are being offended, either way it goes, it's all fear-based emotion. You know, we only have two spaces that we operate from, love or fear. And what it sounds like in this letter is that you possibly, maybe, very much so, operating from a space of fear. Operate from a space of love. Operate from a space of knowing that you have an opportunity to impact someone's life. And how are you going to do that? Are you going to make your future sister-in-law, or if she's your current sister-in-law, this is a girlfriend, so your future sister-in-law, are you going to make her uncomfortable? Because if you make her uncomfortable, more than likely that's going to make your boo uncomfortable. So I'm going to ask for you to be the leader in this situation. And I'm going to ask that you be the big boy and go in with your pencil and paper and say, babe, we got to sit down and discuss some things so we can know what's going to happen. And while you're talking about it, go ahead and have any other kind of discussions. Y'all have any other elephants in the room? Go ahead and get all the elephants out of the room. So go ahead, have your notes, be prepared, because Ralph Smedley, who is the founder of Toastmasters, and y'all know I am all about the Toastmasters life, says that a unprepared speaker has the right to be scared or to be nervous. So to reduce some of that nervousness, go in prepared, because you know you have to have the conversation. I bet you all of us right now have a conversation, that a crucial conversation that we need to have with someone. And it can be tough. It can be definitely tough to have these type of conversations with people that we really care about. I recently had to have a crucial conversation with my friend slash business partner. It was tough. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, is she gonna bite my head off? Is she gonna cuss me out? Is she even going to listen? But I went in prepared. I had my piece of paper, my notes, and I went through it and I took my time. And what she did say to me in the end is that she appreciated me for being diplomatic. Because if you know me in real life, you know I can be very undiplomatic. My mouth is razor sharp. I cuss like a sailor. I speak very loudly and compassionate and with conviction, because I really care about you. And the more I care about you, is the more intense I am with you. So if I'm still, that means we still high level. But the more I start getting in your shit, that means I love you. So I want you all to maybe take a little lesson out of my book and be willing to give somebody some stuff because you love them. Be willing to place boundaries in your life because you love the people in your life. Boundaries keep us safe. All right? I am Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator. This is the Get High on Motivation show. I love y'all. Be happy. Be healthy. Be 1% better every day. And be you. I appreciate all of you who join me live. I appreciate wherever you are. Send me some love. I'm grateful for you. Good morning, Mr. Allen. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Cara. Good morning, all my Instagram people, my Facebook people, my YouTubers, wherever you watching this. Thank y'all for joining me. Make sure you hit that share button, hit the like button, and if it's a subscribe button, hit that too. And I'll see y'all later. You know I'm going live this evening, Wealth Wednesday with Credit Kim. We're going to be talking about how to build that business credit. She's going to be breaking down step one, and then, I'm just be there learning and doing my thing. So join us. And if you have any questions about credit that you would like for us to answer, get those questions in too. I won't answer them here. I'll answer them there. And if you're ready to get your credit right, then definitely reach out to me because I'm getting my credit right and I'm so excited. Bye, y'all.